What's up, YouTube? Andrew, aka Dude Thrifty here. A lot has changed. Last time I talked about having to go back to work. In that span of time, a lot of stuff has changed. Let me go into it from the beginning. So, COVID happened, right? So, COVID went down. Everything changed for us. I was out of work for a month. I enjoyed life thoroughly during that time, not because I was getting paid by the government or anything like that, but I got to spend a lot of time with my family. Working the job that I work in retail, I only get 52 days a year, 1 day a week with my wife, which is hard. We have 2 kids, and it's just difficult doing that. So the COVID break, the month at home was awesome, and I really liked it. So I was gonna work towards making eBay my full-time gig, but I was thinking realistically like a year from now I would do that. Just build it up and get it going as strong as I can. And so I went back to work, both kids full-time daycare, and then just doing our putting our monthly finances together just didn't make sense. We kind of were on the negative when it came to both kids being in daycare and me working full time just didn't equal out to, I wasn't bringing home anything. Actually, it was more of a negative amount than anything. So me working that hard didn't make much sense. So we made a plan, and I put in my notice, and yeah. So I'm going to do full-time eBay. I'm going to teach my kids during the day, take care of my kiddos during the day, which I love, I'm happy about. From the start, since my kids were coming to my life. It's been special, and I haven't been able to spend much time with them because of work and everything. And they miss Daddy, so I feel like with them being this young and everything, I really want to be able to spend a lot of time with them. That's the foremost thing. But also, we need to pay bills, and if I'm not bringing anything in, all of it's going to daycare, then so yeah, all that came down. And then also my best friend passed away from cancer, so it made me think a lot about my legacy and what I'm leaving behind. And I feel like memories are the most important thing, not so much leaving them $1 million, because I feel like having a good relationship with my kids is more important. So a lot to think about, a lot happened, and I've come to the consensus that eBay is my future and eBay is my present. So I've been hard at work trying to make it legitimate, getting my DBA and all that stuff. So yeah, you guys are going to see me a lot more on YouTube. I'm going to break up the monotony of listing with YouTube and Instagram and talking to the community, a great relationship with the community. And yeah, my business plan I'm in my first year, so I started December 9th. Like I said in my first video, reselling. I watched Trash Talks with Gary Vee and knew that this is what I wanted to do, because I've been selling stuff since I was 10 years old. From the whole lemonade stand, selling books, everything I could, my friend's art to people. So it's kind of in my blood. But yeah, December, January, February, March, April, May. I'm in my first 6 months of reselling, and I'm currently at $5,000 some dollars. And basically what's going to take this first year is just to learn. If you watch Kung Fu, you've heard of Death by 1,000 Cuts. I'm doing that. That's my like business model for my eBay is sales by 1,000 listings, just to see and get data on what's gonna make me profit. Is it gonna be worth time posting 100 DVDs in one day? Am I gonna make enough profit off of that after everything's taken out? Is it worth my time to buy clothes? Is clothes going to be a big thing? What brands of clothes do I need to buy? Do people like designer t-shirts? Do people like printed t-shirts? Am I going to make money selling those things? So I've watched hundreds of hours of YouTube, and everybody sort of seems to have their own little niche and stuff like that. So my niche is definitely video games, but I want to try to sell everything. So I've listed DVDs, Blu-rays, records, video game systems, clothes. I tried a little bit of Alibaba flipping cell phone cases, flipping fake the pods, AirPods or whatever. So I'm trying a little bit of everything just to see how it works out, and to, at the end of the year, sort of take all that data from all the sales that I've done and see what was worth my time. I don't have that much space, as you can see in the background, so I can't really buy things that take 2 years to sell because I don't have storage space, and I'm not really willing to spend money on storage space because, well, I'm not making enough money to really justify that right now. Once I make a lot more per month, then I'll justify it and I'll do it. I have 2 eBay accounts. One's just for sports cards, just so I can get top seller. I do non-machinable letters on sports cards, which means there's no tracking, so therefore I couldn't hit top seller on my account, so I just transferred all my sales from my main account for sports cards to my new secondary account, which has really been working out. It's a lot of fun. It's a small little, also breaks up the monotony of listing, is diving into my boxes of sports cards and listing a few here and there. My current employer has been very gracious and very kind. I didn't want to leave the job, but you know, sometimes it's necessary. He's still letting me be on payroll, which means I'll be working on a part-time capacity, but very limited. I have a whole gaming community behind me that I sell to, so that's important to me too, and I'm going to keep on doing that, just at a very limited capacity per week. And eBay will be my main gig, but also my full-time gig will obviously be dad, teacher, the commander of fun at home with my kids. So all those things are happening. It's going to be hard. I understand that. It's going to be harder than working like a normal full-time job, but I feel like in the end it's going to be more, it's going to mean more to me. It's going to be more genuine. I'll be able to look back on it and say I made the right decision. And I'm just, sometimes you get tired of corporate. Like the job I'm at now is in corporate. Very nice guy, he's taught me a lot. But I'm not going to go back to corporate, and if I worked for anyone, it would be for him. But I want to try to work for myself and do things myself and be my own man and make my own company, and see how far I can take it. After my friend passing, it's kind of like, what are you waiting for? Life is it's a small blip. We are on this planet for a small amount of time. I got to make the most of it. So I don't want to spend time doing anything other than building my legacy and being there for my family. So that's really important to me. I'm learning a lot of valuable lessons reselling. especially cost and how business actually works. And it makes me appreciate my local businesses a whole lot more, because we're all in the same struggle. We're buying stuff cheap and trying to sell it for profit. So make sure during this COVID thing to drop a line to your local businesses that you love. Give them some love by being a patron or a customer, for sure. Especially restaurants, they're getting hit like really hard. But yeah, so business plan is for until this next December 2020. I'm gonna sell everything that I can: sports cards, DVDs, Blu-rays, video games, records. I got a bunch of 45s that I started listing. Clothes, I'm going to start listing some of my name brand clothes that I've just clothes, I would say, is the thing that blocks me the most, because for video games and DVDs and stuff like that, I can list like 20 an hour, something like that, pretty quick. And sometimes I lose focus. I'm dyslexic, so sometimes it's like squirrel. So yeah, that happens. I mean, that's life. But if I really get down to it, I can do 60 listings in 3 hours for video games and DVDs and stuff. And that, I feel like that's a lot of money. But the analytics will show at the end of the year if that actually is as much money as me posting 5 pairs of shoes at $25 profit. So Goodwill shoes, Salvation Army shoes are usually $5 to $6, sometimes a little higher. If you get them half off, awesome. But yeah, so put in the comments down below what you learned. What was like your first year lesson, the main one that you learned? Help me out here. I'm in my first 6 months. I'm learning, so a lot of the stuff that I'm saying now might sound kind of not ignorant, but naive. I don't know it all, and I'm not saying that I know everything, but I learn quickly, and I'm determined. So I have the motivation to learn. So go ahead and drop in the comments below. Make sure and press that subscribe button and follow me as I grow in this business, and learn with me, or be there to mentor me. I accept all mentors and to come my way if you're watching this right now, for sure. But this is exciting, guys. I'm super stoked. Being with my family full time is the most important thing to me, and then secondary is owning my own business and doing it on my own. So yeah, you guys stay healthy, and I hope to talk to you guys again soon.